From stay-at-home mom to pilot and flight instructor, we're talking to a San Francisco woman about how losing her day planner changed her life. All right, coming up on Mornings on 2, the 9, the loss of a day planner was a life-changing moment for one woman here in the Bay Area. Up next, we're talking to her about going from stay-at-home mom to a pilot who is now preparing for space.
12 years ago, a stay-at-home mom in the Bay Area lost her day planner.
It was when she was preparing to write her usual routine down in her new date book when she realized, well, it was time for a change.
And that simple thought led to learning how to fly, becoming a project leader on an experiment that was launched into space, and writing a book, Finding the Wow, How Dreams Take Flight at Midlife. And the author, MJ Marggraff, joined us on the 9 this morning. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the book.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I have to ask you, losing the day planner, was that your throwing the cards up in the air and seeing where they land moment? Had you not lost it, would you have not taken off in this other direction?
I think that it was a turning point. Okay. And little did I know, at that point, I had begun my second act.
So what happened when you lost it?
Well, I
stressed out?
Very stressed,
yeah.
and I was panicked. I had been staying at home with my children and had a very busy life. It was busy and scheduled and full.
Right.
There was a bit of emptiness, and that was my emptiness. Mm-hmm. But I love my children. Right. So when that planner disappeared, what were the PTA meetings and the committees and the carpools?
Right.
So I ran to the store and got another planner.
So in writing...
And it was blank.
Blank. Which was nice?
It was a blank slate.
It's blank slate. Start fresh.
Nice and scary, probably a little, maybe, right?
Do I refill it or do I rewrite it?
Right.
I get the feeling that you are trying to, I know you are, trying to encourage other people not to be locked in. We get locked in at 40, we still have a long way to go, right?
Absolutely, and hopefully we'll be looking at many decades ahead. So when I ran to the bookstore to get another planner and saw its beautiful blank pages, I thought, I think I'll rewrite this. So I grabbed a new planner and I grabbed a book on learning to fly.
Why learning to fly? Was that a random moment, or was that kind of tucked in your head as a child that you wanted to fly?
That goes way back.
Or symbolic?
No, it was the real love. Ever since I was a child, I liked air and space and flight and airplanes, and put it off for a variety of reasons. So when I wrote Finding the Wow, it is about how I followed my childhood dreams at 45 and overcame my fears and learned to fly.
So how long did it take from the point you lost the day planner to you actually had your pilot license?
Well, I was a part-time student because I had children at home. I'd drop them off to school and then I'd go to flight school.
Right.
And it was very out of the box, as you said. I had to, I walked into the classroom and everybody was half my age and they were guys. And very Tom Cruise-ish and very cool looking, and I looked like the house mother that crashed the fraternity party, and that began my journey. So they were my classmates.
Was there any point during that journey you kind of scratched your head or you looked yourself in the mirror and you said, MJ, what are you doing? Why am let's go back to gym and go back to filling out the date plan like it should be filled out.
Exactly. Let's go back to what's confident and comfortable and stress-free in a sense. I had a number of moments like that. I had some very scary things to have to overcome. Physical fears and emotional fears. Like what kind of mom goes to flight school?
Well, let's talk about that. Your children are young adults now. What do they think of mom?
They're in their own areas of technology and science, and we all have different passions. Right. They eventually saw that this was not sort of a lark. A lark, yeah, a flight of fancy, if you will. But it took a lot of work.
Okay. MJ, you're training for space. Tell me about this project that you're
How
doing.
it segued in? Well, I did finally get that license, and as you asked, how long did it take? It took me probably twice as long, maybe a year and a half into it. I got one license, and then I got 4 more certificates and licenses, and before you know it, I'm a flight instructor, which is, this is getting to be even more exciting, but it opened these doors to space, meeting my next dream. And my start was with being a mission support rep for a space agent for Virgin Galactic, and they had to send me to training.
And that's this video we're looking at?
And the video we're looking at is I'm inside the simulator that is a state-of-the-art, world-class simulator. I am learning what it feels like to leave the Earth and return to get out of Earth's grip.
For a moment, have you ever regretted your decision?
Oh, no, I have never looked back.
Okay.
I may be unconventional and still am in a lot of ways, but we all need to do what we love and follow our dreams and not let fear rule our lives.
No matter at what point in your life you are.
We can reinvent ourselves and reimagine ourselves.
Well, I think
I'm finally right there. And how exciting today. My book launches, Finding the Wow, on Amazon. I hope you don't mind that I
No,
congratulations.
Well, you keep going higher and higher.
So let's join each other in space one day.
All right, Finding the Wow.
Thank you
I'm
very
glad you
much.
found yours. MJ,
Thanks very
thank you
much.
for joining us on the
Thanks for having us on today.